Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at an exclusive from Rene of Paris in their Alexander Couture line. This young lady's name is Avalon and this is what she looks like. I have her in the color Ice Blonde, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. Today we're looking at Avalon from Rene of Paris's Alexander Couture line. This is what she is. She's a long, beachy wave, kind of beautiful body, curly young lady in the color Ice Blonde. Now, if you're wondering what this color looks like, it's very similar to Frosted Taupe from Godiva Secret Wigs. It's also very close to Martini from John Renault. But you can see she is a beautiful blend of a very light ashy brown and a pale icy blonde color. She's got a lace front and we've got all kinds of little features here, but she is gorgeous, isn't she? Very pretty. A long side swept bang with layers around the face and around the neck coming down past the shoulders. So let's take a look at this color up front or close. So you can see there is an ashiness to the brown that's in this young lady. It's a blend of an ash brown and an ashy platinum and maybe just a hint of warm in there just to give this a lot more dimension. But you can see, looking at the curls from different angles, it's a beautiful blend of icy cool blonde. It might even be up there with what is it, Iced Latte Macchiato by Raquel Welch, which is like their shaded biscuit but icier and cooler. But that's what this young lady is. So let's take a look at her cap construction, okay? All right, this young lady has about an 1.5 inch lace front going across from high temple to high temple, just basically across the front. She also has some a curved lace front that comes a little more towards the like for your widow's peak, it'll cover that area. It also has some bleached roots in that area too. She also has a completely closed lace top. So we know we're gonna have permatease all the way across from the right to the left, all the way back to the crown area. But that just means that if we wanna change the part, we can do that at any point. We have closed velveteen ear tabs. We have a slightly extended velveteen nape with buckle adjusters on the right and left. Lots of rows of hair curtains to give you plenty of coverage and a sense of fullness to this young lady. Now we're going to go ahead and read and see how much weight she is, but I'm guessing she is approaching 5, if not a little more than 5 ounces. But that, just because I guess that doesn't mean anything. But anyway, we also have what appears to be enough dimension to make it look like there might be some rooting in this little wig here. But it's not. She's not rooted at all. She does have permatease up here on top. So you're going to see that little bit of permatease. It's not a large amount, but it is there. So you have to be willing to accept some of the permatease that comes along with this young lady. But she does have a really nice lace front that we can take advantage of. Okay. Well, I'm ready to put her on. Are you? Okay, before I do, what I have on today is a Tress Allure young lady who's called Razor Cut Shag. I've done a review on her and I'll put that tag right up there so you can go watch her whenever you like. So let's go ahead and put on Avalon. Okay, here she is. Oh, look at all Look at all this hair. Oh my goodness. All right, so my first feeling is that this is a lot of hair. So if you want something that's got a lot of hair to her, then you can easily wear this young lady. She's got some beautiful curls that are extending down. Okay, and a heavy bang. I would say this is a heavy bang and would need some training to go back up off of your forehead in order to lay correctly and to expose this beautiful hairline. I mean, why would we want to hide that, right? So it would take some time and effort to start at the back, comb this section back, lay it down flat, and then maybe take a hair dryer, blow it on there for like 3 seconds, hold it in place until it is cooled off, and then repeat with the next section in front. And do that all the way up here so that by the time you get up to the front, you're not pushing this up against the hair in the back that is forcing its way forward. So you've done a change, created a change to this whole top section. Okay, well, let's see. I'm gonna do a spin for you while I've got this hair sitting still. Okay, we've got the back, we've got the sides, and then we'll read about her dimensions, okay? Well, I've got to get this pulled up off my face, okay? You won't mind if I do that, will you? Okay, we'll just pull this up. And just imagine that these are all the layers that are going to go through this young lady. We've got beautiful curls everywhere. So let's go ahead and spin. All right. All of it back there on the back. You can see, let me make sure you can see all of the length. Yep, so you can see all of that. Bring it all forward and look at how luxurious that looks. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so if we can manage to do this, that will make a big difference with this particular wig, at least in my book. For this, what they've done is they've created a part on the right-hand side, and that looks like it might be close. Now, according to this picture, it looks like it's parted off-center. So because it has a basic cap construction with the permatease, we can alter that part and put it wherever we want. So if you want to keep it as a right part, you can certainly do that. But it's just going to take a little bit of extra work of combing these sections back and out of the way and separating them. And then, of course, creating that extra heat and pressure that's going to move those hair fibers, or at least redirect them going in a backwards fashion so that we can deal with that. Okay, let's talk about the cap and how it fits. It is a little bit on the smaller side, or at least it feels like that to me. It does cover me in all the important parts, but I feel like it's snug enough that if it continues to squeeze me the way it is, it might slip up and off. I do feel like I've got some decent coverage coming forward on my sideburns, and it covers me quite a bit there. But on the back, I'm feeling it kind of wanting to push my grip band up even. But how do you like all of these curls? My goodness, isn't it so much fun? Let's go ahead and read about her dimensions, okay? Okay, they don't list anything on the bangs for a measurement. They say no. But on the fringe, it says that it's 9.84 inches. So I'm guessing that that's what these initial sides are. The crown is 15.35 inches. The nape is 14.17 inches, and she weighs 5.82 ounces. So I wasn't too far off. She is a little heavier than 5 ounces. So, but you can either leave all these curls in, or you can separate them and let them kind of be full of body. With these bangs, we can certainly take advantage of the fact that she has that lace front. We can leave some tendrils down. We can, especially these highlighted ones, we can leave them down and pull this back and really create something with a bump. Or we can make sure that it lays flat just by putting a clip up here where we want it, and that will look pretty, won't it? And if you just finger comb the hair back, you can wear it just cascading. Kind of reminds me of Raquel Welch during the 1000 BC movie. So, she had all this hair. Anyway, but you could certainly wear it like this, couldn't you? And when I'm doing an updo, what I like to do is I like to take sections. And so if you watch, I'll show you how I like to do it. And it's going to be messy, but part of that is the beauty of it. Now, of course, you could leave it with half up and half down, which looks so elegant, doesn't it? I mean, you can do that. And just with some consistent, use the same kind of clips on all of that. Or you can continue and maybe even cut several tendrils like down here, but you could just take the whole thing and either on the whole wig or just on the side, you could put it up in off of your neck. Make sure you pull down a little bit of the bulk to disguise the edge of the wig. And that's a great updo, isn't it? And all those clips and messy curls just adds to the elegance, doesn't it? I'm really partial to this one here. How about you? Do you like it all the way up, or do you like it half up, half down? You could also leave a little more hair hanging down and just take this upper part off. But it's just beautiful. When you have these longer wigs with lots of curls, oh, you can do some really beautiful updos, can't you? But look at that hairline. Isn't that gorgeous? Even with this just being a simple temple to temple, or at least high temple lace front, it really works well. Am I covered? Oh, I would probably want to cover this a little bit more. Take these tendrils, cover that, right? But it's beautiful. And then you can take a really pretty clip like this that's meant to be holding a lot of hair. You can make sure that it's all balanced, but you can put it into a low pony. And that is even very cooling, because a hair, a wig such as this one with lots of hair, she's going to be pretty warm. And of course, this is what we really want for our special events that tend to happen in the summertime, don't we? So we know we've got to be cool, and we can do that. Take that same clip, somehow find a way to clip it up there. And just, oh my gosh. Well, you'll want to do something with this side, but that looks great, doesn't it? Oh, it's just fun. Those are my favorite things to do with these longer hairstyles. And then of course, if you want to wear a bandana using this long hair, let me try that. Okay, in order to put the bandana on and tie it underneath, I'm going to just lift up the ponytail area, clip that roughly in place. Now you could take off some of the clips, but I like to just bring this forward and then take it around the back and tie it. Take that clip out, and if I can cake out any of the other clips, I could also just leave it like this. Isn't this pretty? It is so pretty. And of course, you could do this with any kind of topper as well. You know, if you've got a long topper, but I also really like having that hairline out front. Just so it gives you a little more realism and a little bit of that hair coming down. Oh, it's just so pretty. But having all of this cascading out from underneath a scarf, it's really pretty. Great idea, huh? And it stays off your neck. It keeps you cool. So you still have long curly hair, but you can tolerate it better in the summertime when you've got that off of your neck. And it helps prevent friction frizz. And when you have a section like this that shows a little bit more of the edge of the wig, you can easily change that by taking a rat tail along that border. Don't pull it out, but pull it forward and let it start to shield a little bit of the edge of that cap. Then when you have these tendrils, it looks very natural. You do that on both sides. Just pull it forward to let that hair kind of bulk out a little bit and cover that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now, ooh, I need to get me a pair of cowboy boots, a cowboy hat. I need to go to Dallas or somewhere in the South. Isn't this gorgeous? Okay, let's take this young lady outside and see what this color looks like in daylight. Okay, let's go outside. It's a warm day in the Pacific Northwest, but it's gorgeous. All right, let's take a look at this color. Ice Blonde from Alexander Couture. And this style is called AVALON. She is pretty. Okay, and this color, Ice Blonde, is so much like Frosted Taupe. If you've loved that color and wanted to see it in other styles, just take a look at Renee of Paris and see what wigs come in Ice Blonde. And you'll get the opportunity to see this color. So let's get a little bit closer to the color itself. Okay. Hairline. Okay, a little bit of lighting. It's such a pretty color. And this style, I can't help but giggle. This is so funny with this head of hair that we all probably at some point in time just pined for. Anyway, oh, it's such fun. But now we get to have fun in it, right? Okay, let's go back in. Well, this is going to do it for AVALON from Renee of Paris's Alexander Couture line. This is a gorgeous, long, full, luscious wig. If you've dreamt of having these kinds of curls, this is your girl. I wouldn't walk, I would run to this beautiful wig. Anyway, okay, well, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope this was fun. As much fun for you as it was for me. So, you guys have a great week, and I will see you next time in Coco's Hair Solutions. Okay, bye-bye.